started doing a series of explaining what money personalities are all about. And every day I'm talking about different personalities that have to do with money personalities. Now, it is important for you to understand when you know your money personality, it will help you in as far as planning your financial journey is concerned. The one fact that you need to understand is that when you know who you are in anything in life, that knowledge by itself helps you to become better in whatever it is that you're doing. So money personality is very, very important. And today I want to deal with two more personalities, money personalities. The first one that I want to deal with today is the personality of the investor. The investor focuses on growing wealth through, number one, through investments. And for that reason, you find that they are normally knowledgeable about the markets. That's one characteristic about an investor. They will be very cautious about what is going on in the market. They will be very knowledgeable about what is going on in the market. They will have continuous learning. They will research, they will find out, they will want to know what is going on around them. They are not ignorant about things that are going on in the market. Why is that though? Because a personality of an investor is one who is looking to see, where can I invest? The personality of an investor is that he will build wealth effectively. It may take some time, or it may be over a certain period of time, but the reality is they eventually become wealthy. There is no way you can be an investor, or there is no way you can invest and miss out in creating wealth. One of the ways that is definitely usually a very guaranteed way of creating wealth is when you understand the concepts of investing. You understand how the market is running and how the market is behaving, and then knowing what to do when in particular areas or in particular markets. When you are that kind of a person, believe me, you are going to become wealthy. Now, you need to understand we have a lot of resources. We have a lot of information out there. Investors usually are very knowledgeable. And why they are knowledgeable is because they have taken time to find out or to read or to study. The other thing about an investor, which is a strength for them, is that most of the time you will find they are able to do calculated risks. They are able to see how to make their way and how to risk and how to do things. They will do it in such a calculated manner that most of the time, instead of them failing, they end up succeeding. Most times an investor who knows what they're doing, even when they take the risks, the chances normally are that that risk they take will bring forth fruit or will bring forth good results. Now, on the other hand, the weakness or the challenges of this personality is that they may become too obsessed with market trends, and because of that obsession they find themselves risking too much, and in the process of risking too much they end up losing a lot. Now, that is a problem. Sometimes it gets too exciting for them and they get too obsessed about it. They are so much engraved in it that they forget and they find themselves just putting in, taking too much risk, and then suddenly, boom, when things go wrong, they end up with very, very big losses. So an investor is good on one hand, but you cannot be an obsessed investor. Everything must be done in balance. Everything must be done appropriately. Don't overdo. Anything that you overdo will always come back and harm you or come back and hit you in the wrong way. Now, the second personality, just dealt with the personality called the investor. The second personality is what we call the debtor or the debtor. I don't know how you pronounce that, the debtor. Now, what is the characteristics of the debtor? The debtor's characteristic is that they are often in debt. They struggle with managing money and tends to borrow frequently. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do actually a whole series on how to manage your debts and why you should give debt payment a priority in your life. That is probably going to be in another week where I'll be dealing with that. But for now, I want you to know that there is a personality called the debtor. The debtor likes borrowing. The debtor is always in debt. He struggles to manage their money, and most of the time they will find themselves time and again they're always borrowing, and they're always borrowing, and they're always borrowing. Now the strength about a debtor is that they are always adaptable. They are always very resourceful, incidentally. They will always have ideas. They are borrowing because of something going on. They are borrowing because there is somewhere they are moving to. Most of the time you find that kind of a person. They are very good. Debtors are also very good when it comes to talking. No wonder they are able to borrow the money. They will present ideas. They will present business plans. They will present offers, and they'll present proposals, and they do all kinds of a thing. They have a very sweet tongue most of the time, and because of that sweet tongue, they have a tendency of being able to get what they really want, because they seem like they are doing something and they seem like they are going somewhere. But listen to me, those people continuously stay in struggles, and that is why when we talk about the challenges of a debtor or the weaknesses of a debtor, that you find that most of the time debtors are in financial stress. They have long-term financial insecurities. Debtors are the one people who will be living one day and a time, but every day is a stressful day. They will be in depression. They will be stressed. They will be looking like life is miserable, and especially when they have accumulated a lot of debt and they don't seem to know how to pay it. Now, is it good to be in debt? It is only good to be in debt when debt is coming back to help you make more money. But if you're just getting debt for the purpose of just doing other things here and there, you need to avoid it. And I'll be doing that series on issues of how to prioritize payment of your debts. Please don't miss out on that, because debts can be killers. Debts can depress you. Debts can send you to the grave quickly. Please don't forget that. And why I'm saying this is because most of the time people who have the personality of debtors, you find they live an extremely miserable life, especially when they're not able to pay, or they are always it's like their blood is always running, because they are moving from debt to debt. They take this debt and they settle this other debt, but then as they're settling this other debt, they're taking this debt, and it's like they are playing that kind of a game. That game normally is very, very stressful. And therefore, as I talk to you, I want to encourage you as much as possible. Don't just have debt for the sake of having debt. Have debt. Take credits for particular purposes and particular tasks. Don't just do it for the sake of enjoying yourself or dressing well or eating well or these other things that we think about in terms of life. Take debt because you're using debt either for investment, or you're using debt for something that is going to help you grow your finances or grow your wealth in as far as your life is concerned. So that is the second personality. Now listen, those two personalities, we have the investor and then we have the debtor. Which personality among the two is yours? Otherwise, let's meet again in the next video. I will be dealing with another personality. If you're listening for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe and let me know that you have subscribed. Now, remember, I'm here from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time here in America, and I would love to have you come again and again. And if you're able to share this video, go ahead and share it with somebody. Let them hear exactly what you are here. Now, remember, let's meet in the field of the millionaires, because that is where you and I belong. I love you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.